It's okay. Whenever I get killed by Doomfist, I say I got Doomfisted. So
That's fair.
Oh.
This is the College Gamers Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the College Gamers Podcast, episode 99. We are so close to that triple digit. I can smell it already. I'm Mike, your host. I am joined today by Taft. Hello, Taft.
What's up?
Your beard, amazing hair as always.
Thank you.
If only we had the video for this podcast, people could truly appreciate.
We'd have way more viewers.
It's true. It's true. People would be like, Taft, start your own hair podcast. And we also have Adam. Hello, Adam. You're growing a beard also.
I do have a beard, that is correct.
Yeah, you know, and
It's growing a chin strap.
a chin strap. What's the difference between that and a beard? Is this because like it's on the
It's only on the chin.
It's only on the chin.
It's only on the chin.
But hey, it works.
My
for 'em.
mustache takes longer to grow, that's why.
No, because the way you last time I saw you, at least the way you shaved it was like you shaved it up to the chin, like from like off your neck.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I screwed up.
Hey, you know what? I liked it. I think it worked well for you.
What's funny enough is my beard is red, but my hair is brown.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Wait, really? That's a common thing.
Mine is
I didn't know that. I'm colorblind, so I can't tell that. It's all one color for me.
it's mostly the same color as my hair,
yeah,
but they're like little small patches of red.
I didn't know
And
that.
then my brother has like a really red beard,
That's weird.
and his hair's darker than mine. It's like gear brown.
That's weird. I'm just imagining Christmas.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, we have some kind of exciting news this week. Especially because Legends is out on phone now.
It is.
I'm excited for that.
That's currently downloading on my phone right now.
Is it? That's awesome. That's awesome. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. But let's just get into the news.
And now for the news.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I have to apologize beforehand. All of my stuff is related to Overwatch.
What? You
just-
talking about Overwatch? Never.
Whoever would have
I
guessed?
have my rule of thumb. We're gonna get at least one piece of Blizzard news.
And
in
now,
there.
next you're going to tell me that that Adam is talking about Pokemon Go.
No, that would never happen. That's you know, it's more likely. It's more likely that World War III starts.
Exactly.
I mean, what are the chances? But
To be fair, I've been talking about Breath of the Wild more lately.
it's okay. Hey, you know what? As long as you stay Nintendo, because you're a Nintendo guy, so that's what matters.
There you go.
But let's just start off today with Doomfist. Is now officially released. He is no longer in just PTR, but he's live in the game. If you're lucky, you can grab him in quick play. But he's a lot of fun. I'll talk more about his gameplay later in what we've been playing. But just some highlights with the patch. Doomfist was added to the game, both PC and consoles. Also some other things. There's new options when capturing highlights. So, you know, when you have there's a highlight system, there's also a play the game system. So if you don't get play the game, you can still go back and look at a highlight for when you did really well, but it didn't quite make it to play of the game. But now players can make their own 12-second plays of the game. Not plays of the game, but highlights. So now you can make your own 12-minute montage of you missing every shot as Hanzo.
Nice.
And that'll just be... It's going to happen eventually. But also, you can now export those. So you can save them like maybe like an MP4 or something.
Put them on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're running Windows 8 or higher, you can actually export those to 4K. If you're running Windows 7 or higher, you can export those to 1080p. So have fun with that. Also, some loot box changes. They now give less duplicates.
Okay.
It's not really a problem until you start running into if you have like a good chunk of the drops. Because like Cammy would get boxes of just all duplicates because she plays a bunch.
Oh, okay.
And it's gonna be really nice. It's gonna help people get their collections, more complete faster. And also we have some minor changes to Diva, Genji, Zarya, Reaper, McCree, and Reinhardt. But that's all patch note stuff, so you can go read that yourself if you're really interested. Moving on.
All right. So it's been a while since I've talked about this game, but I have talked about it before. This game called Escape from Tarkov.
Oh, I've seen this.
Yeah. For anybody who's like really interested in PlayerUnknown's Battleground, it's really similar. At least it's not really similar, but the feel of it is similar.
Yeah.
Basically, what you are is you go into this like it's an online shooter
Mhm.
First person. It and combines elements of MMOs and RPGs. What you do is you are put into the Russian city of Tarkov, which apparently has been sealed off from the rest of the world for some reason. And you basically go there and loot it. Like you go in and out. Like, so you go in with your gun and stuff like that. And
Okay.
basically that's all you have. It's just whatever you have on you when you first start off. Very basic stuff.
Okay.
And then as you go in, you find backpacks to pick up more stuff, pick up medicine, to pick up more guns, to pick up modifications for your guns. Kind of like how you find these things in PlayerUnknown Battleground.
Yes.
But the thing is, the difference between that and PlayerUnknown Battleground, at least as far as I know, is that when you win, like
Yeah.
you can escape, you keep all of that.
Oh.
So next time you go in, you can have all that. But here's the kicker.
Okay.
If you die, you lose it.
No.
So if you go in loaded out and somebody kills you, it's gone. There are a few like little like cases and stuff. There's like one little case you can put stuff in. It's like your nuclear case or something like that.
Okay.
You can put stuff in there and it'll keep it. Like you die, it's fine. But that's not like, it's not very big. And like there's
No,
space
that's-
management and stuff like that. It's up. You join one of 3 factions and like I said, gather resources and stuff like that. Well, the reason I'm talking about this game is because the closed beta just opened up for people who like have bought pre-ordered the game.
Oh my gosh.
So that means that this game's pretty close to being out, which
It
is
looks-
super exciting.
It looks a lot better than last time we saw it.
It definitely does.
The
yeah.
graphics have really improved.
Yeah. So it's been in alpha since December of last year.
Yeah.
So almost a full year. And that was only accessible to players who had the deluxe edition of the game, which was like $100 and something.
Oh.
Yeah. Or if you were a YouTuber.
I
You know,
got
a lot of YouTubers got it. The closed beta is available to all owners of early access packages, which you'd have to look at the website to know if you have that, I guess.
Mhm.
Like I said, super similar. But one thing that it does have different from PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is it has AI on the map.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you can go in and there might not be an actual person there.
Oh wow.
Just
So
AI.
how big is? I'm curious how this works. That you can just leave. That you can enter and leave at will. Right?
Okay, so no, you enter, and then there's like 3 or 4 escape points
Okay.
that you have to get to leave the game to
Oh.
keep your stuff.
I see.
From what I understand, if you leave the game before that, it counts as you dying. Like if you cancel out the game or something like that, I think it counts as you dying.
Okay. I see. So it's less of a last man standing and more of a you have to get to like the what do they call it, like
No, not even that. You just go around and walk around and like you find stuff on the ground.
Okay.
You find loot boxes and stuff like that, just random places.
Yeah.
And you find like, you know what? I came here looking for a shotgun. I got this awesome shotgun. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get out of here.
Okay.
And so you decide when you want to leave.
So you kind of build up it sounds like you can build up your character as like, here's the loadout I want. I have
Yes.
to find all these weapons.
Exactly. Like I want to go in. I want to have a silenced M16.
Yeah.
So you have to go in. You have to go find the M16. You have to find the silencer. You have to find this. You have to find that. You have to find medicine because you're going to need medicine.
Mm.
You have to find ammo for the gun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'm glad there's NPCs because it sounds like dying in this game is really depressing.
Yeah.
So I'm glad there's NPCs you can kill that doesn't affect like actual players.
And you can loot the NPCs.
That's nice.
So they usually have the same stuff.
Mm.
Very like basic stuff, but it's still something you can grab.
Nighttime looks terrifying.
Nighttime is absolutely horrifying in this game. It's so dark.
Yeah. And all you have is like your gun flashlight. That's crazy. That's really exciting. I like the idea of when you leave, you keep what you had.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. And I like the mechanic of you have to balance. Do I want to stay and risk getting more loot, or do I want to leave and keep what I have now?
Also, I forgot to mention this. When you leave, you can actually sell what you've got to like a vendor, like on the black market and stuff like that,
Yeah.
to get money to buy certain things.
Oh,
So like you can actually buy weapons and stuff like that if you just can't find what you're looking for.
Mm-mm.
But it's gonna be really expensive. You're gonna have to sell a lot of stuff.
That's interesting. That's nice because if you were to die, I'm assuming if you die, you lose all your money as well.
No, just whatever you have on you.
Okay, so that's nice because then that money is kind of a safety blanket for people who die. They can buy some weapons.
So say you decide you want to go into Tarkov with your just cheapest crap.
Yeah.
You die, you lose your cheapest stuff, but all your super expensive stuff is still back at base. So you haven't lost that.
That's interesting. So I wonder, like, are there harder objectives to get to? So it's like, okay, before I go storm this old military fort where a bunch of NPCs or a bunch of other players are kind of like,
I think there are, because I remember watching some of the beta. There was like an open area that you could go to that was really cool, but not a lot of NPCs. It seemed pretty easy to kind of like navigate.
Yeah.
And then there was like a factory that had a stupid ton of loot, but it was a super small map and a lot of NPCs.
I see. So that's nice because in that situation, you want to save up, get some nice
And
weapons.
it was real dark too.
Oh, crap. All right. Awesome.
And they also had a forest that you got, like, I not many people played in that one because I think it was a little bit buggy at the time, but so.
Awesome. Well, this game looks like a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if they're maybe feeling pressure from Battlegrounds.
Probably a little bit, I would imagine.
Yeah, because it's kind of the same concept. What'd you say, Adam?
I said, yeah, that'd be my guess.
Yeah, because like they're very similar games, right?
Adam,
Did we lose him?
Oh, I thought you were talking to Taft.
Oh no. I was just talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Well, what do you think? What do you think of this game? Does it sound exciting?
It does sound pretty interesting because this is something I haven't heard of. Like, you're not just running around surviving. You're trying to get basically anything you can find and then get out. I've never really heard of that before.
Yeah, it's a fresh concept.
it's really fun to watch.
Is it?
Yeah. Just because like there is the fear of dying when you have
Bless you.
something really
Thank
good.
you. Oh yeah.
Which
So-
is really funny to watch. Like, just watch somebody like find exactly what they're looking for and then just book it to an exit. But they don't mark the exits.
Oh wait, what?
You know where they're at, but they don't like mark them on your map or anything like that.
Yeah.
You have to find your way there. You're like, I know the exit's somewhere over here.
Oh my gosh. That's really cool though. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Is it hard to find what you're looking for?
You might not find what you're looking for. You just kind of walk there and like walk around hoping that you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, if you're looking for a shotgun, you find like a dull knife instead.
I mean, you're gonna find tons of stuff.
Mm.
Like, there's tons of loot, unless somebody's already been there and looted the place.
Yeah. How often do you probably don't know this, but how often does loot refresh? Like every day?
I
or
don't
something?
know. I have no clue.
I got you.
But no, there were games I watched where people went in like just behind somebody who came through and looted the entire place and found nothing.
I feel that.
So, like, it is possible that could happen, which is also another interesting thing.
Mm.
So,
yeah. All right. Metroid Prime, a game that a lot of people were excited for at E3 when they saw the Metroid Prime logo shine through one of the part of the Nintendo's video.
yeah.
Yeah, I know people who lost their minds over this.
Well, what's going on, Adam?
So, evidently it might not release in 2018 because most everything that Nintendo gave a teaser for at E3 is rumored to be released in 2018. So, sad news. Game industry's favorite word, delayed.
Of course.
Something got delayed. Never.
If a game hasn't been delayed at least once, it's not a good game, right?
Exactly. So yeah, we got a short little teaser, like not even game footage or like a proper trailer, just like a short little teaser at E3. And this shocked a lot of people because there hasn't been a Metroid Prime title since Metroid Prime Corruption, which released on the Wii in 2007. Not even the Wii U, the Wii.
Damn,
Does that make you feel old?
That's a good 10 years ago. They are in dire need of a good Prime game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Nintendo just had their latest earnings call, and according to that, it may not even release in 2018. So the document did state that the Yoshi and Kirby games that were announced at E3 are scheduled for 2018,
Nice.
as well as a mainline installment of the Fire Emblem, like the next Fire Emblem game, which is not Fire Emblem Warriors, that's coming out this year. But it lists Metroid Prime 4 as to be announced, meaning it could still be 2018, but it's unlikely.
It sounds like if it is 2018, it's going to be holiday season 2018.
That'd be my guess.
Like end of the year.
I'm pumped for the Kirby game.
It looked good.
I love Kirby. Kirby used to be like
I
my
know
main
Mike
person
hates
for
him.
Smash Bros.
Well, I know. I hate Kirby in goddamn Smash Bros. Because he just steals everyone else's power. He's a cheapskate. I hate him.
One of my favorite things I've ever done. It wasn't too long ago. Me and some friends were playing Smash Bros and stuff like that, and I was playing as Kirby, and we're fighting, and my friend's down to 1 life. I got 2. You suck him up and walk off stage. He's so
You can
pissed.
do that.
Yeah, that's why I hate Kirby. He almost flies. He basically flies.
He totally flies.
I hate that so much because I feel like I got the upper hand. I knock him off, just like spike him off the side. And I'm just waiting for him to respond, and he's like slowly floats up on the stage. I'm like, get your shit off my platform, you piece of floating cotton candy. I don't know, Adam, are you excited for Metroid Prime? You said you had a lot of friends who were excited, but are you personally?
I'm not really sure because I only really know like the Metroid stuff, like Samus and all that from Smash Bros. I've never really played a Metroid game myself.
All right, so are you good at Samus on Smash Brothers? Because maybe that translates over well.
No.
No. Oh,
No,
Taff
I
said
have
no.
played. My friend has one of the old ones on GameCube, and he played me 1-on-1. He destroyed me. The controls are so different, and the layout is so much different.
No, my only experience with Metroid Prime is it came free with my Nintendo DS. And I played that for a little bit, and I was so bad at it.
I remember that one. I had that one too.
It was
bad.
It was bad, and like because that's my only taste of Metroid Prime, I just think that's kind of a bad game. But obviously, it's not.
People love it.
Yeah, but I don't, maybe because of that experience. All right, but I don't know. Fire Emblem Warriors. How old is that IP? That's recent, right?
Actually, I don't think that one has released yet.
No, but like the Fire Emblem games, those are
kind of old.
Those are old,
Old-ish.
because I feel like I've only really heard about them in the last like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, they go way back because Marth is one person from Fire Emblem. He was back. He was added to the roster in Melee. He's in Smash Bros. Melee, so that means there was a Fire Emblem before Melee came out.
You know, Adam, I really enjoy that you kind of map your life by when Smash Brothers came out, like which one that was.
We're gonna be like,
That's what I do.
we're like, Adam, what year were you born? He's like, I was born like 3 years before Smash Bros. was released. So
No, there are people that like they map their life with movies, where it's like, oh, this movie released this year,
Yeah.
So now
he
it's
just bases his off of Smash Bros. Characters.
like, hey, you know what? That's
I was born in the year of the Mario.
you know, I can respect that though. That's a lot of fun. All right, Elder Scrolls Legends out on phone.
Finally out on phone.
It was only a matter of time.
It was. I mean, it was. They had a complete plan that it was going to be out there. But so everybody, Elder Scrolls Legends, which has only recently been available on computers because it is available on Mac.
Yeah, I played the beta.
Yeah, and tablets since earlier this year has officially launched on smartphones as of today.
All right, I'm downloading this bitch right now.
Yep, it's currently downloaded on my phone. It's free to play on iPhones and Androids. And according to Bethesda, the game features a streamlined interface designed to make it playable on smaller phones. But the really important thing about it finally being on,
Oh shit, dude, this is a big game.
yeah,
It's like it's 1.08 gigabytes. That's decent.
yeah. But the really big thing about this game being on smartphones now
All right.
is that it puts it on level with, puts it like in the same line as Hearthstone,
No, yeah.
who is its main competitor in this game.
Yeah.
So, but it also, this release also comes about a month after their first big expansion, Heroes of Skyrim, which, Mike, can you guess what Heroes of Skyrim is themed around?
Oh no, it's Argonians. Duh.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Definitely. Lizard
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, definitely. No, it brings in a bunch of cards from Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. There are 2 types of cards that they added in the expansion: dragon cards and shouts. Dragons are special cards that operate differently if they're played with other dragons, which could bring around a really cool aesthetic, I guess, or not aesthetic, play style.
That's cool.
Even
Actually.
shouts can be leveled up the more you play them.
That's interesting. So I was about to say, is like Foo's the Rush out? You just like play that card, it just like this destroys the board because it just like blows everything like to the left.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, can't play this game anymore.
Like I said, it's free to play, but apparently you will have to hand over a little bit of money for the Heroes of Skyrim expansion. But I haven't seen any. Like I looked that up. It's free on Steam, so I don't know why it would be any different on phones.
Yeah.
But that's what the article said. But another really fun thing about this game is that it includes a single player story mode.
Now I do like that over Hearthstone. Like there's actually a story mode.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy that.
They have that, and they have a competitive versus mode, obviously, because they need that. And then an arena mode would pitch you against either human or AI controlled enemies.
That's cool. Also, I like that you can level up cards.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because it's fun. It's a progression. It's another form of progression for me as a player to enjoy. But it is one of those things that give veterans the advantage over new players.
Yeah.
Also, I was doing some research. Hearthstone on my phone takes up 2.24 gigabytes.
Yeah.
But a majority of that is data, while the app itself is only 110 megabytes.
Yeah.
So that's like a tenth of what Legends is. So
Yeah.
I wonder, maybe it's all art and stuff mostly, probably.
Maybe.
But I'm downloading the game right now.
It's probably that story mode.
You know what? I can see
story
that.
mode probably takes up a lot of space.
Dialogue and animations,
Yep.
you know.
So I have a question about that.
All right.
So it's a story mode to a card game. Is this now Yu-Gi-Oh? Apparently.
It's not too far off.
Yeah. No, it's a good comparison, Adam. But
What it is basically is it's like you're walking through the woods and you're attacked by bandits, and then what happens is you fight some bandit cards.
Yeah.
Basically with your cards.
or like, so when I was playing the story, your player, if I remember correctly, starts out in like a coliseum where
Yeah.
he's a gladiator fighter, and the fights aren't physical fights. Instead, you decide who wins the fights as through the card game.
Like they are actual fights, but they're telling the story through the card game.
yeah,
So it's basically Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, basically, I can see that.
Kind of.
Except with less hair.
Yeah.
I'm excited. You know what, Adam? You know what we should do? We should all download this game, and then we should all play it together.
All right.
That's game night next week. All right.
But you know my internet is crap.
Well, let's come over. We'll all download it together. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's like a gigabyte. Of my old internet that would take me like 3 days. But I don't know, Adam. I mean, Taft. First time for every show. How much have you played so far? Did you play it?
I did play a little bit on my PC that I had for a short time, but I didn't play a whole lot. Just because the PC broke before I could play much more.
Oh, I was about to say, like, why didn't you play a lot? I thought, but I can see
because it broke.
I got you. But are you excited about being on phone?
Yeah, I'm super excited to get back to playing it. I'm probably going to download it on my Mac.
Oh yeah,
So
I got you. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoy the lane mechanic.
yeah, that was interesting.
I think it has a lot of potential for like a good comeback kind of thing. But I'm excited. And you know what? We'll have to play sometime today. Later. I don't know.
Let's do it.
Moving on to Pokemon Go Fest. That mess. You know what it reminds me of? It
What?
was, remember that concert thing that was not too long? It was like Fire Fest or something where everyone was like flown out to an island
Yeah.
for those concerts. But
God.
yeah, that's it. It's not as bad, but I'm seeing some parallels.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, Adam. So why is Pokemon Go Fest still bothering us?
I couldn't pass this up because this is hilarious. So what's going on here is some people that attended Pokemon Go Fest are filing a lawsuit against Niantic, and what they want is reimbursement for their travel expenses because of how the fest turned out to be complete shit.
Dang.
Just take that in for a moment. They're suing Niantic because the fest was terrible. Which, I mean, it does make sense for some people because listen to this. Some people flew out all the way from Japan. That is literally on the other side of the planet from Chicago, Illinois.
If you were to take a pole and shove it through Chicago and through the earth, you would poke Japan in the bum.
Exactly.
That's
I mean, that's dedication. I mean, just think about this is just a mobile app, and people are that dedicated to where they will fly from Japan to Chicago.
That's intense. But I'm on the fence on whether they're in the right or wrong.
I don't know.
Or
It's some of the problems that they faced. Like they weren't even able to play the game.
yeah,
Like I feel like if you're having a festival like this was put on by that company, Niantic, that's how you say it. By Niantic, they need to make sure that their game can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
From what I understand, it wasn't the game. It was the
The
service.
It was the network.
Yeah.
It was both.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because then people also have trouble signing in.
Their CEO did give an explanation to this. He said, what's his name? John Hank, I think. He said, quote, technical issues with our game software caused client crashes and interfered with gameplay for some users. A more protracted problem was caused by oversaturation of the mobile data networks for some network providers. This caused many attendees to be unable to access Pokemon Go or other internet services. Network congestion also led to a login issue, which affected some users' ability to access the internet.
I see.
So that was their official explanation.
You know, here's what I think. Okay, so I've been listening to a lot. I listen to a lot of other shows, and the idea that's floating around is Niantic, if they want to do an event like this in the future, they shouldn't host it. They should let local people organize their own, and just like Niantic can give them like some sort of backing in some sort of way.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
yeah.
kind of like so Hearthstone. Let's say everyone got together in Chicago to play Hearthstone. We couldn't because the Wi-Fi was down or whatever.
Yeah,
you know. But instead, Blizzard lets everyone host their own fireside gatherings, and people can go to their own locally. So I feel like all this could be avoided if instead of them trying to put it together themselves, they should let like local people do it. But is it okay?
but the reason that they had to put it together themselves was because it was they were trying to figure out which legendaries and stuff would be there.
I got you. I was understand they were trying to do an event and let the community decide like which one's which.
Yeah,
You know, obviously it should be what Mystic. We're all on Mystic, right?
yes,
The blue one.
I'm
yes,
on
that's
Valor.
the proper team,
Oh yeah. Okay, so obviously it should have been the blue one.
which is the one that won. So
Yeah. So they shouldn't even had this thing in the first place.
obviously,
But to the point of suing,
I feel for some people.
yeah.
But like if you just went there and had a bad time, but like you're from Chicago, no. But like if you're from Japan, like I can understand being really pissed off about that.
No, like you take off work. I blame jet lag. All right. Here's one thing though. When you go to an event like this, okay, Adam, let's say you go to an event like this. I feel like you're not going for the game. You're going for the community. You're going to meet other people who are interested in Pokemon Go just as much as you are. And just because the game isn't working, you still have that community there. So I don't know. Like some people probably go to play the game.
But the game not working totally changes the community because they're all really
Yeah, I
pissy.
mean, there's that sense of community, but you also go to play the game. Like, this was advertised as, hey, come here to catch rare and or legendary Pokemon and also unlock legendary Pokemon for the entire app.
I can understand that. All right. I can understand that. But I feel sorry, Pokemon Go. Maybe next time.
But I mean,
should,
they did eventually get it fixed.
Oh, yeah. I guess they quickly built more cell towers. I don't know. All right.
Maybe, I don't know. It was something like they extended the amount of time that the Pokemon could be caught, and they widened the radius or something like that, which that did lead to Lugia and Articuno were unlocked, and I think actually Articuno is now officially in the game as of now. I think there was a notification on the app saying that it's now officially part of raids.
Nice. Exciting. Well, you know what else is exciting? My favorite character, Junkrat, in Overwatch, possibly getting a buff. So there was some talk on the Blizzard forums this week about Junkrat not getting a lot of play in high level or professional tiers of the game. And Blizzard responded talking about some feedback, how they are also internally working with a different version of Junkrat that has 2 charges on his concussion mine. If you don't know what that is, it's a mine that he throws down, and it kind of like blows everyone away. It's really his only thing, his only mobility move. You can use it to escape, you can use it to enter combat, but the issue is it has a 7-second delay, so the cooldown really inhibits his mobility. But internally, they're working with a Junkrat that has 2 of them and that have 2 separate cooldowns. And so that's really exciting. Also, they're also looking at the changes for his Riptire, which is his ultimate, to either increase its speed or increase its health, but not both, because then it would be overpowered. No ETA on when it comes to PTR, and I'm excited because Junkrat's one of my favorite characters. So, and he really doesn't get a lot of love in high skill areas. So I'm excited. Just a little quick note. All right, let's move on because Taft, I'm really curious why this car is coming to Forza.
Why not is honestly the better question.
All right.
So
talk me into it.
All right. So for any of our Final Fantasy 15 fans out there and or Horizon 3 fans out there, it was announced at China Joy 2017, which is like the E3 of China, basically.
Okay.
That the regalia from Final Fantasy 15, the car that you get to drive, will be in Forza Horizon 3 for free.
That's cool. It's for free.
Yeah. All you have to do is either own Final Fantasy 15 or Horizon 3.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Yeah.
Either one.
Either game you can drive
I don't even think you have to own it. You just have to have had it on your Xbox at one point.
That's nice.
And so if the car itself features a 7.2 liter supercharged V12 with a maximum of 536 horsepower, which with my limited car knowledge means that thing is gonna haul ass.
All right. Thank you for the scientific terms.
Like I said, you'll be able to get your hands on the car for free by having played Forza on the Xbox One or PC, or Final Fantasy 15 on the Xbox One, by August 1st. So that is Monday.
That car is pretty pimpin'. I'll be honest.
Oh, it's so tight, dude.
Like the front looks mean.
Yeah,
that's like it has teeth.
In the actual game, like Final Fantasy, it can fly apparently.
Yeah, I hope it can fly in Forza. That'd be pretty
awesome.
Cool. Just skip the entire racing map.
Forza players will receive it through an in-game message, because there's an in-game message system, and then Final Fantasy 15 players will get an Xbox Live message with a code to redeem it for the car.
That's cool. It's a really pretty car.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Although it's unclear if this car will be available for DLC afterwards for anybody who wants it later on and just can't get it now. The Warthog that was available is for free for people who played Halo games and stuff is available was offered later for DLC, so it would make sense that this one is.
Yeah,
but it's not like 100% positive.
I gotcha.
But yeah, no, I'm super excited to drive this. I was sitting there yesterday. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play some Forza, and I was like, nah, never mind.
Cool story, bro.
I was like, I'm gonna wait. But like, I wish I had, because I would have gotten on there. I would have had this.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't know if it's out. I don't know if it comes out by August 1st, or you just have to have done it by August 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So,
has anyone tried building this car in real life?
Probably,
knowing Japan,
and the fact that car is like gorgeous.
They probably have several models actually.
I mean, it couldn't fly.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. No, but it's really cool though, because originally in Final Fantasy you couldn't take this car off road. It was like on rails on the road.
Yeah.
Now you can. There was an update, but like this was almost the first way to be able to take this car off roading.
That's kind of awesome though.
Go out back riding in the freaking regalia.
Damn. You know, I don't think it would handle bumps very well.
Probably not. It might just take off.
Well, okay, wait, hold up, Taft. It looks like
you can buy it for $470,000. Is that what you're telling me right now?
Maybe. Give me a second. All right. Is it? No, wait.
No, it's not the same one. It's just very similar.
Oh, it's just Audi having a Final Fantasy themed. Wait, is it?
No, it's not at all. The Audi R8 is a totally different thing.
Yeah, no, wait.
That's my dream car, though.
Oh, wait,
I
is
love
this
that
an
car.
ad?
No, it's not. That's the actual thing.
Oh, yeah, so you can buy a Final Fantasy themed supercar for $470,000. Knowing Japan, they probably sold a few of them.
It looks real similar, but not quite the same.
No, I mean, it doesn't have that sweet front.
It
Anyway.
doesn't. Although I will say that is my favorite car in the world. It's the Audi R8.
Oh, really?
Love it.
I like the design. All right, let's move on to, have either of y'all ever wanted to be like a pro esports player?
Yes.
I feel like it's too.
Don't hide your feelings now, Adam.
Like, I feel like it'd be fun, but I feel like at that point, like I'm just like
At that point, it's not a game.
exactly. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but now's a good time to get an Overwatch because they have announced what we can expect for players in the Overwatch League, and it's looking pretty nice. Like, all right, let's say you get employed by the Overwatch League or a team, one of the 7 or 5 teams in the Overwatch League. Here's what you can expect as a player: a minimum of $50,000 a year salary. You also can provide health insurance, retirement savings plan, and you also receive a minimum of 50% of their team performance bonuses, which is what you get from winning tournaments and stuff. Also, during the season, teams must be provided housing and practice facilities, and this seems like a pretty sweet deal. Also, players will be given a 1-year guaranteed, signed contract with an option for a 2nd-year extension. So,
damn.
Yeah, this ain't bad, man.
For a
Because
video game, that sounds really nice.
no, because from what I understand and from what I hear a lot from a lot of esports players is making mincemeat is actually really difficult if you're not constantly winning, like tournaments. Because a $1 million tournament, like you get first place, right? Half of that is probably going to go to the owner of the team, and at that point, you're splitting $500,000 between 5 people, and like $100,000 a year. You got to take taxes out of that. You got to pay like rent and stuff. It's actually not. They actually don't make that much money. They're not making like tons of money, and like they have to make sponsorships and all those kind of things to really make up for that. But a lot of these guys, I know, and Here's the Storm especially, from what I've heard, is they kind of all live like together in apartments.
Yeah,
because it's easier to pay rent that way.
that's fair.
So it's really cool to see Overwatch kind of helping grow their esports people, and like taking good care of them.
And 50,000 is a solid, like,
That ain't bad.
that's above the average.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that ain't bad, man. And also a lot of people are gonna see that and think, oh, maybe I'm gonna switch games and go play Overwatch.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. And also, with respect to the Overwatch League, they see every player of Overwatch as a potential free agent. So anyone who plays Overwatch can potentially be part of the Overwatch League.
Nice.
So yeah, I thought that's really cool. But that's it for the news this week. Someone go get paid $50,000 a year.
Put your quarter up. Help, it's happening.
All right, guys. I was sitting around this morning and I read some stupid article about console exclusives, and it made my blood boil.
Fair.
With rage. So I want to talk about console exclusives or platform exclusives specifically. And what does everyone think? Because I think we all have negative opinions on it.
They can burn in hell.
All right, Adam. No, it's half. Adam.
Yeah, for the most part, depending on how it works out.
All right. But I'm gonna have a challenge for us. Before we go on to hating them, can anyone think of a positive thing about console exclusives?
They sell consoles.
Do they? Have you
How
ever?
many people bought a Nintendo Switch because of Zelda?
Oh, that's a good point. Actually, I didn't
Not,
think about that.
not to mention the Wii U only sold for Smash 4.
It's true.
That's a good point.
How many
But
people bought an Xbox for Halo?
I didn't.
Exactly.
Halo got sour like a grape in the sun.
Not
for
really.
me. I don't know. I didn't like the latest two. But-
I mean, like, I was talking about like Halo 3 and stuff.
No. Oh yeah.
Halo 4, yeah, even.
Yeah. But I would argue that Nintendo's entire business model revolves around platform exclusives.
Basically,
yeah.
Yeah. And it's only
Nintendo's-
recently had they been kind of branching off into smartphones.
I mean, they're kind of starting to branch off into other things. They're like trying to grab non-exclusives, but their games are completely console exclusive.
Exactly. I mean, and like I think they're testing the waters with this new Rabbids
Yeah,
and Mario game.
Rabbids.
Yeah, that's exciting, and it's really cool to see them like teaming up with Ubisoft. But I feel like okay, we're stuck. I feel because no one likes console exclusives,
All right.
but no company wants to be the first to say we're not going to have console exclusives anymore, because then immediately you're giving the other companies a leg up on you.
Yeah,
Plus, that really changes what the company has to do
but
as far as reaching out to developers and like just adapting their community in general.
see, okay, so I agree and I disagree with that. One, it gives the other company a slight upper hand, and like they can sell more products, like as in like they can, or their product isn't as restricted, but it would give your company just such a huge PR boost. Because I can't think of anybody in the game that I know in the gaming community that's like, I like console exclusives. They're a good idea. They make gaming a better like they make.
You know what
gaming
makes
better.
my day? A good old console exclusive.
Like, I've never heard anybody be like, you know what, console exclusive is good for gaming as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, I've never heard anybody say that.
No.
So I think that it would just give like a huge PR boost to whoever did it, and they were like we're done with exclusives. You can play it on us. You can play it anywhere else.
Mm.
I think it would also encourage people, like the companies themselves, to make better consoles
No. Yeah.
than to just like say like, we're gonna make a decent console, but we're gonna go for the better games.
Mm.
You know. So.
See, I think that too, but in the shorthand, at least in the short term, that could hurt them.
I can see it hurting them, because let's say I'm Microsoft and Taft is Sony. Really should be the other way around.
I was about
whatever.
to say whatever.
But I'm like, okay, from now on, I'm not going to have any console exclusives. When I say that, I immediately give Sony, Taft over there, a bigger game roster, because they have everything I have and more. You know? Like that
Exactly.
immediately hurts myself. It's like, you know, it's kind of like cutting my own wrist, or that got really dark, but I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah, I get that, but like I said, I think both Sony and Microsoft are at a point where a little bit of short-term damage isn't going to kill them. I think they need, like, maybe they're at the point where they can start playing the long game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, let's say we're in a perfect world where everyone's happy. There's no war, and there's no console exclusives, because, you know,
there's
when
no
war's-
console war.
Yeah, there's no console war. At that point, what differentiates the consoles?
Nothing at
Nothing?
the current moment.
Like
Nothing.
not performance,
The community.
the community.
That's
But
the
all right,
biggest difference.
you say community, but at that point, let's say because there's peace in the world and there's no console war, now we have cross-platform or cross-play between platforms. Now,
I can't. Maybe. I can't really tell you a difference. I have both consoles, and I cannot tell you a big difference between how they run, at all.
nah, but you have the
I enjoy
base.
the system interface of an Xbox, so that's why I play that one more.
I
That is
gotcha.
literally the only reason.
But aren't you also more ingrained in that like ecosystem? Like you have a lot more achievements.
I don't care about achievements and stuff. I play games to play games. I play games to have a good time. I don't play. I don't play because I want to play this game because it's a PlayStation exclusive, and that'll support Sony because I care for Sony so much more. I play games because I like playing games.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'll be like, that looks like a fun achievement and I really enjoy this game. I'm gonna go for achievements, but I'm not at the end of the day be like, I'm gonna stick with my Xbox because I have more gamer score on there. You know?
I am proud of my gamer score.
Exactly.
No, I can understand that, and you know, from what I understand, the base versions of the Xbox and the PlayStation both play pretty much the same. I don't think until you get up to I think the Xbox Scorpio is looking, or no, I'm sorry, Xbox One X.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. How do you feel about that? Quick
That's
tangent.
fine. I think that kind of a stupid name considering it's supposed to be like a totally different console. They're just gonna keep going like the Xbox One X, Xbox One Y, Xbox One Z, Xbox ZZ. Like,
Well, no, the next one's gonna be called the Xbox One X squared.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I feel like that's too many X's.
Yeah,
That's Xbox One X.
Yeah.
It's 3 X's in one name. Too many.
at that point, it's kind of a word vomit.
Exactly.
I can understand that, but I feel like Microsoft and Sony get a lot of hate for console exclusives. But how do we feel about Nintendo?
Oh, is it my time to shine?
Yeah, Adam, do you hate Nintendo because you can't play Smash Bros on the Xbox?
Well, see, this goes both ways. Imagine this. Imagine if, and this is what I was talking about,
Imagine.
hurting a company in the short term. Imagine if Nintendo said, "Screw it, no more exclusives. From now on, the newest Zelda, Super Mario, and Smash Bros. Will be released on every console." What's to stop people from just getting the Nintendo stuff? Like, do you imagine anybody would have bought a Wii U or a Switch if, like, Smash 4 or Breath of the Wild weren't only on those consoles? Like,
No,
nobody
not-
would have bought the new Nintendo consoles.
Not the Wii U, but I do think that they would have bought a Switch.
No, I promise you, they would have. They
would've-
would make more money if they released Breath of the Wild on Sony and Xbox consoles, strictly because it's a bigger player base and the higher performance. Like people,
That would give, yeah. Honestly, them not doing exclusive probably hurts them more short term.
yeah. Like I honestly feel that they would have to use dump trucks to move money from like to Nintendo's headquarters.
Because like I get it. They were like, we're gonna sell Zelda with this.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna sell our console with Zelda,
And that was I think every console needs a console pusher.
and that's exactly what Zelda was. And I
Yeah.
get that. And they probably shouldn't. That's probably how they should have done that. Kept that Zelda exclusive and stuff like that. But later on, like, who cares? Like, and I still think that people would have bought a Switch because that means that they can play their games mobilely.
Yeah. No.
Like, that's the big thing about the Switch. That was honestly, that's a bigger selling point to me than Zelda. So,
Well, here's the thing: like people, if you let's say you release Zelda Breath of the Wild on all the consoles, people would buy it on the Xbox and the PlayStation. But if you want the mobile Zelda, you go to the Switch for that, and
Exactly.
that's where you go for your mobile Zelda hook.
like, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, I really like this game. Or you're gonna have a friend who bought a Switch because you're gonna know somebody that bought a Switch. There's no way you're not, because it's gonna sell a lot regardless, because it's a mobile game.
Yeah.
It's a mobile console. So you're going to have a friend who sits there and buys it, and you're like, hey, that's really cool. What are you playing? Oh, I'm playing the new Call of Duty online right now on the bus. And your friend's going to be like, no fucking way. And you're going to be like, I'm going to buy a fucking Switch. Like, because I feel like Nintendo keeps themselves so secluded from everybody else because they only sell their games for their console. And their console only runs their games.
Yeah.
So I think it really hinders them in what they can sell. I think that's one problem why the Wii U did so poorly. Because they couldn't do so much more. Because they restricted them so much. But imagine if you could play, and I'm just bringing up Call of Duty or the new Battlefield, because they're some of the biggest games right now.
Oh yeah.
Regardless of, like, they're still the largest communities in gaming.
Battlefield 1 just hit like 21 million active players.
Mike, imagine if you could play Overwatch on a Nintendo Switch.
that'd be so dope.
What would you'd be right now?
Cammy would break up with me because she'd go buy a Switch and I'd never talk to her.
Exactly. Like, Nintendo hurts themselves by restricting themselves, and I think that's another downside to console exclusives, because they're like, we're gonna make our stuff exclusive to us, and we're only gonna sell our stuff. But in fact, like, Nintendo doesn't only do console exclusives; they do exclusive consoles. Like,
Yeah, they really do.
so
But I think I think they're nervous about branching out.
I get that, but still,
Yeah, but you gotta take risks if you want to be as big as like
Hey.
PlayStation or
and they are now, which is good,
Mm.
but still.
yeah.
But I mean, I can kind of see it because imagine, like, Zelda's not exclusive to the Switch. The people that don't want to throw around $300 to buy a Switch are just gonna be like, I'm not gonna buy a Switch. I'm just gonna get it on my Xbox or PlayStation. Yes, the Switch is much cooler. It's mobile and you can take it wherever. But I don't want to spend that extra $300 just to play that one game when I can already get it on my console.
Heck, I can if I want. I could play Breath of the Wild right now because I can download a Wii U emulator
Yeah.
and play Breath of the Wild in 4K. It like the Wii U emulator supports 4K. It has its bugs, but I get a really awesome Zelda experience.
Exactly. And I mean, it's the same thing as like, why am I going to go spend $500 on a new iPhone when I can just go buy a flip phone for $10?
Yeah.
And it's because people like, yeah, there are going to be tons of people out there who don't want to spend that extra $300, but there are more people out there who are going to be like, hey, this is a really cool idea. I might not be able to buy it right away, but I'm going to save up for it. Because Nintendo is a solid brand. They are in the game industry. Yeah. They are the game industry.
They have a huge nostalgia factor.
They have a huge fan base who's incredibly dedicated.
Yeah.
Regardless if they decided that they were going to like only stay to their stuff or go to other stuff, people would still buy the Switch. Mm-hmm. People bought the Wii U. Like,
yeah, that's dedication. Adam, you are very dedicated to your company.
And if you could buy, right now, if you could have bought Zelda on either, you had to buy a Switch and buy Zelda, or you could just buy Zelda and an Xbox, which one do you have bought?
No, man, I don't really already have an Xbox. So.
I know, that's why I said, and you'd have to buy an Xbox though, but the Xbox is cheaper. Which one would you have bought?
Well, it depends on the Xbox. It may not be cheaper.
The Xbox is cheaper in this situation.
We're gonna force it out of you.
Which
Adam.
one would you buy? You'd buy the Nintendo.
Probably Nintendo.
You would. I'm 100% positive you would buy the Nintendo. Unless you got the Xbox for free, and even then, I'd still be like, he might buy the Nintendo.
he might.
All right.
Would you not agree with that?
Probably.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're just wondering. We got to get an answer out of you sometimes, Adam. But here's the thing. You know, they say like a lot of the games, like if you want to be, a lot of the esport games are played on PC because it's just like because the keyboard and mouse is just something you can never really replace. Like a controller cannot replace that.
Yeah.
So I'm really wondering if let's say one day Smash Bros comes to PC, like would the whole esports is like shift over to. I'm curious.
I don't think so because that's actually okay. So this was a while back that I was reading this, but in for like regular like shooters and stuff like that, shooters are basically the only system or the only type of game where the keyboard is better.
Really?
Yes, like statistically, keyboards are the only system. Shooters are the only game type that the mouse and keypad is better because the mouse can get so much more accurate with your movements and stuff than you can with a joystick. Whereas in fighter games, the buttons and stuff like that, keyboards and buttons are right around the same. Or controllers and keyboards are right about the same. But driving and so like Smash Bros would probably be about the same. So people probably still with that just because I feel like a controller is more comfortable than like spreading your hand out on a keyboard, just in my opinion. But driving and other things like that, in third person games a lot of the time are significantly easier on
controllers.
On controllers.
I can see that because my issue with driving games on PC is there is no middle steer. If I want to go left, it's all left. Yeah. If I want to go right, it's all right because it can't be like, oh, your button's only 90% down.
Yeah.
It's either off or on compared to consoles where that joystick gives you an advantage because you can kind of ease into a turn and ease out.
Exactly.
And not to mention the triggers are really nice for acceleration. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, good talk, everyone. But can we all agree just before we all move on?
Fuck console exclusives?
Yeah, fuck console exclusives. Adam, you with us?
I think so.
Betray your mother company.
Sure.
What games are we playing?
All right, I'm gonna go first because screw y'all. Sorry, I was already hyped up.
Gentlemanly.
I was hyped up from console exclusive hate, so I was like, "God, sure, gonna get in here." You know, the testosterone.
Speaking of console exclusives,
oh yeah, PlayerUnknown's Battleground. I was playing it last night, and I tried team mode for the first time.
Yeah,
because there's solo, there's duo where everyone's in teams of 2, or there's squad where everyone's in teams of 4. And I was playing that. and we got to the second team left.
Nice.
There were 4 of us, 2 on each team, and we died.
Dang.
No, you know why we died? You know why we died, Taff?
How?
You know that giant, stupid fucking
Fell
wall?
What?
That we were sitting
The
there
blue
like...
wall or something?
Yeah, you know the big blue wall that
Yeah,
kind
that
of
moves in. You fell out of it.
No, we're sitting there taking sniper fire and shooting back, and it just moves past us. We're like, shit, and we both die, because we were both low on health.
Dang.
Yeah, that's why. Not because we got sniped.
That's such crap.
Yeah, so that was fun. But number 2, I've never gotten that high. It was so much fun.
I was watching a game one time, and this guy was sitting there playing, and he was like, it was like him and like 2 other people left.
Yeah.
And he didn't realize it was coming, and like he was running to a car to get into a car to like, because a car can beat it.
Yeah.
The car's faster than it. And he died right before he got in the car.
Oh, no. Dude, that wall's killed me more than anything else in that game.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, and I've noticed that. So a lot of people say that the play zone is random, but I am 90% sure the play area is the densest area of players, because I feel like it always shrinks down to where the plane first enters, because that's where a majority of people jump out. And I always find that if I jump out earlier, I have an easier time getting to the play area.
I feel like it's from like the games that I've watched and stuff like that. I feel like it goes to denser areas of like buildings and stuff. I've never seen it go into like a forest, you know?
No, yeah. I think it usually ends up in forests just because like it's
Really?
easier to kill people.
Okay.
It kind of forces combat at that point. You can't hide in a house.
Okay.
But it might be random. So
Yeah.
that's just from my experience. And I've only gotten that high twice.
Fair
so you know, tube isn't a very big pull. But that was a stupid awesome game. And then, you know, I think we died other than that. But squads make it fun because like we can have one guy watch the house, 3 of us can loot. I feel safer, so
Yeah.
I'm more brave. It's a lot of fun. We should all play it sometime if y'all have PCs. But you know, console exclusives. And then I played some Overwatch because Doomfist is out, and oh my god, I'm so bad at Doomfist.
How does Doomfist fight? Does he just punch people?
Yeah, he's very melee.
Okay.
He is. You know Genji?
Yeah.
He's a bit more melee than Genji
Okay, that's weird. He has a
because
sword.
yeah, but so he has this giant fist, right? Also, can I talk to you? Guess which hand Doomfist uses for his melee?
Left.
Yeah, the one not of the giant.
What?
So like, you know, like
What?
he has his fist abilities. Then he has just a regular hand on the left side.
Yeah.
And he uses that for his quick punch melee.
That's funny.
I'm like, dude, you have a giant fucking gauntlet. Anyway, that's beside the point. So the way he works is he has a uppercut ability, which knocks you and someone in the air. He has a charge ability, and then he has a slam on the ground ability. And they're all for his gauntlet. And by doing damage with his gauntlet, it builds a shield up.
Okay.
So they're all very melee abilities. So you jump into the enemy team and just wreak havoc, and that builds your shield up, which increases your survivability.
Okay.
He's a very dive character.
Okay.
So you need to be in the fray. He's not for timid players like myself, where I like to kind of hang back, like snipe or lob grenades. He's very like, you're in people's faces.
Yeah.
You're fucking with Reinhardt. You're punching Mercy, you know, and he's so much fun. He really is. But oh my God, I played an entire match and I did terrible. I think I played the worst game of Overwatch ever, but I had never had that much fun.
Nice.
He's a crazy awesome character. And whenever I die, I say I got Doomfisted. So
That's weird.
yeah, I hope we all get Doomfisted. It's a great experience. But
That has to be show title now.
exactly. Taft, what are you playing?
So I actually picked up a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Oh yeah,
So I was sitting there and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play some of this, and I did.
that is a decent stealth game. That is a great stealth game.
It is. It really is. I forgot how good it was. So that I hadn't beat it, so I decided I was gonna pick it back up. What else did I play? Because I did play some other stuff.
Are you still playing Destiny beta?
No. I basically played all the game modes and stuff.
What'd you think?
It was fun.
It was fun?
I might get the game. I did pick
Oh,
up.
you're not sold on the second one.
No, not yet.
Why is that?
Because I'm still salty about the first one.
Oh, okay. All right.
But the game mechanics stuff were fine. It was better than the game mechanics were better than the second one. Than the first one. But I did pick up the first one just for fun.
Okay.
Played some of that. That was a good time.
Good.
Nothing super any different about it, but still fun. people are stupid. I was playing the Destiny 2 beta, and there was this one team. We were playing this one mode, and all we had to do to win was stick together.
All right.
Like-
You'd be surprised how hard it is for people in video games to stick together.
Like, all
Oh,
we had
yeah.
to do was just stick together in this one area. We just had to defend something.
Oh my god.
That's all we had to do.
Did they run off and chase people?
No, they just ran off looking for people,
Oh my god.
and they would find a group of 4 people and get shat on. No, they would never stick together. Never.
Welcome to online gaming.
Never. I was getting so mad. I quit. I was like, I'm done. Like,
No. People in Overwatch, if you want to defend the point, they're off chasing people.
yeah, it was real aggravating.
Yeah. But, welcome to online gaming.
Yeah, so I did that. But Metal Gear Solid was a lot of fun. That's one I've been playing.
It's a good game.
I finally beat the level I was stuck on. So
I would say it's a better stealth game than Ghost Recon.
yes, I would agree. Wait, no. It's a better game than Ghost Recon, but it's not a better stealth game than Ghost Recon.
Well, I think it's a better stealth game because Ghost Recon isn't purely stealth.
Bullcrap.
Well, no, you can go and kill everyone. Like, it's possible. It's
You-
hard.
You can do that in Metal Gear as well.
That's true.
In fact, I do that more often than I do in Ghost Recon. In fact, in Ghost Recon, I'm very rarely caught. Like, I'm a lot better at Ghost Recon than I am at this one.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just remembering it better than it was.
Because, like, Ghost Recon, you can, like, climb on, like, the ceiling and, like, pop down and shoot somebody real quick, and nobody's going to know.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, you have to hide the bodies and stuff like that, but you don't have to hide the bodies if you kill everybody before they find the bodies.
That's true. Yeah, Ghost Recon, I really wish you could move bodies.
You can. That's what you have to move the bodies in Ghost Recon.
Not Ghost Recon. No, Metal Gear.
Metal Gear, you can move the bodies as well.
Ghost Recon, I don't think...
Ghost Recon, you can 100% move the bodies.
Oh, my fucking God. Can you move bodies? Did
Yes.
they patch that?
No, that's been a thing. That's always been a thing.
Can you move bodies in Ghost Recon?
Ability to drag.
Bodies away. Make an option to drag.
These are all. This Ghost Recon. I thought you were talking about. You're talking about Wildlands.
Yeah, I'm talking about Wildlands.
Okay, I'm talking about a different one.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Okay.
I was about to say, did I beat that entire game and not
Okay,
know that control?
I forgot that they even had Wildlands out.
So yeah, I've been talking about Wildlands. I think Wildlands.
Okay, yeah.
I think Metal Gear is a better stealth game than Wildlands.
Okay, yeah, because I don't feel like Wildlands is necessarily a stealth game.
That's what I was saying. Like,
Okay,
I
yeah.
play it stealthily, but I don't think it's purely
okay,
stealth.
Okay, yeah. I'm not even thinking of Ghost Recon. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Splinter Cell.
Oh, Splinter Cell.
I'm speaking of Splinter Cell. I was like, how can you even say that? Because Splinter Cell is like the ultimate in stealth game.
Okay, I was about to say, like, maybe am I thinking of the wrong game?
Yeah, we're both totally different pages. I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good.
But no, it was fun. I forgot how like much fun it is to run around with D-Dog.
Oh, dude, D-Dog's dope.
I still have him set with his ability to kill people. So he just walks up, stabs him in the throat, and like does a backflip off of him.
No, yeah, he's the coolest dog I think in any game I've ever
know.
played.
I'm waiting to be able to give him his stun ability. I'm gonna get him to start stunning people.
The dog was so dope.
Run up,
I don't think-
tase him real quick, and jump off.
I don't think I ever switched companions.
I
because
did.
his sniffing is just overpowered.
It is, but I used Quiet for a little while,
Oh, yeah.
and I used D-Horse on the most recent mission just because he can't die.
Dude, D-Horse is dope.
Because it was that one where it's a mission where you have to go and like Fulton, like this supply truck, but it has a bunch of those like
Oh,
bad guys in it.
I got lucky with that level, and I caught them by surprise. They
Yeah.
couldn't find me, so I faulted the truck and quickly got in a tank and just floored it the fuck out.
See, they can outrun the tank.
Yeah.
So anytime I get in the tank, they just like, hey, guess what? We're gonna outrun it and blow it up.
I remember you having a hard time with that level last time.
Yeah,
Is that where you stopped?
yeah,
You just stopped that level?
yeah. I rage quit. I was so mad. I was like, I cannot get past this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I quit right there, and so I finally beat it because I got D-Horse. And I was like, I thought about it. And I was like, I'm just gonna get D-Horse and do it, and I just never put it back in.
I got you.
And so I finally did it, and I was like, got D-Horse, and I was like, put on the like combat armor that way they couldn't shoot me.
Yeah.
Walked up, didn't even sneak up, walked up. Put the Fulton on the tank. Put the Fulton on the... They're sitting there...
Did you beat it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
They're sitting there like loading, like trying to like light me up with the freaking guns, but I'm in that battle armor, so I'm like, whatever. Like,
Did you beat... All right, was it first try?
yeah.
That's funny. That's funny. That's amazing.
The hardest time I had with it was finding the damn convoy. Like,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Well, congratulations. Yeah, the first chapter of that game was really good. The second one kind of lost me.
I don't know. I haven't got to the second chapter.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. Tell me when you get to the awkward car ride.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, it's awkward. It's amazing.
I'm so excited for it.
It's one of the best scenes I think in any video game I've ever played. All right, Adam, what are you playing this week?
Actually, not much. I mean, there's just a standard Smash Bros. Just to keep up skill for the tournament. But actually, the unthinkables happened. I've been reading.
What?
Get off this podcast. I don't want your weak shit here anymore. No, what are you reading? That's
there, child.
What are you reading?
Wait, what'd you say?
What are you reading?
Oh, so I had this thing up at Perkins Road. We had to meet people at a restaurant. So I got there like 15 minutes early. So I just walked into Barnes and Noble. I walk over to the manga section and I see all the Sword Art Online light novels because that's an anime that I like.
All right.
And I just cave. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna buy all these and I'm gonna read all of them. And that turned into a problem because over that day and the rest of the day, there are 10 of these light novels and I bought all 10 of them.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And here's how much I've been reading them. I got them Tuesday and Wednesday. It's Friday and I'm already about a fourth of the way through book 4.
How thick are they? Are they like default size manga?
These aren't really these aren't manga. These are the light novels, so there's not really many pictures in it. It's like a standard book, just mostly words.
I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're about most of them are about 200 pages. There's a couple that are a little bigger, but the ones I've read so far are a little more than 200 pages.
Nice. Well, have a good time with that. You know, I've also been reading a lot. I've been reading World of Warcraft books.
Of course.
Yeah. So
I actually stumbled across a StarCraft book in one of the Barnes and Nobles. I didn't know they made StarCraft books.
yeah, no, I think they have books for almost all of their IPs except Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm. But if you see them again, and the author is Christy Golden, she is an amazing writer. Crap, what else? She writes for World of Warcraft. Christy Golden. She writes for World of Warcraft. And I think, yeah, she does StarCraft. She does Assassin's Creed. A lot of Star Trek, Star Wars. So she's a crazy awesome writer. And I really recommend checking her stuff out. So, yeah. Actually, wait, how many StarCraft? She's done 5 StarCraft books.
The book I came across was called StarCraft Evolutions.
Evolutions? Yeah, she's done 5 StarCraft books. And she's done... See, that's 3... She's done 10 World of Warcraft books.
Jeez.
They're all good, by the way.
They're all good.
They're all good. I love them all. Anyway, all right. Well, I think it's a show, fellas.
Yep.
Let's get out of here. Let's, you know what? If anyone, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but if anyone out there loves console exclusives, email us.
You're not going to find a single person.
Email us anonymously at thecollegeofgamersshow@gmail.com. We won't hate on you, but I'm really interested to hear your argument. You can find me on Twitter at BlueCowz with the Z, BLUECOWZ. Taft's Twitter is
Taftfaust8.
Adam.
Smooth Dog 5.
You can find us on Facebook, the College Gamers Podcast Facebook page. While you're there, check out our Discord link. Come in and say hi. And you can find us on YouTube at Mike Gallant because Google Plus is dumb as shit.
Yep.
And that's it. And you know what? Next episode 100, fellas. We're old now. We're an official podcast. We have 100 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good job. But we'll see y'all next week.
Bye-bye.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank y'all for listening, and we'll catch y'all next time. Later.
Bye-bye.
Farewell.
If you say it twice, does it count?
I did say it twice because I was he didn't say anything, so I was like, I'm gonna have to say it again. This is awkward.
I got you. I know, right? I was like, is he gonna say it again, or is he just gonna keep going?
This has been a Blue Cow Radio production. Find more at bluecowradio.com.
Get Doomfisted.